The average folks can't stop something of that. It picks up its own steam. You might want to look to Jack Brewer, the former NFL great, Jack Brewer Foundation CEO, who was challenging the NFL on its race norming. In other words, the concussion incidents that is disproportionately affecting black players with lower cognitive functioning. The argument was in the beginning that we can't trace that the same way, so disproportionately they're not going to benefit from any rewards or financial rewards that come out of this. Anyway, Jack knows this issue far better than I, but he made a big stink of it, and the NFL is reversing that position, halting race norming, and he had a lot to do with it. Jack, good to see you. What did they reverse here? They were arguing what? So, you know, that minority players tend to have a disproportional effect on this cognitive issue, and then they had to say, well, wait a minute, that would affect payouts, right?
Basically, but it's a little bit deeper than that. You know, when you look at race norming, you would assume that this practice would have been done away with, 30, 40 years ago, Neil. But to go into it and assume that my cognitive ability as a black man is lower than my white peers or any other race is absolutely ridiculous, because at the end of the day, it's about money. And so this concussion lawsuit, a number of black players who have had, serious concussions and have neurological issues now, you're saying that they don't have as severe of issues because they started off being not intelligent human beings. I mean, it's really disgusting when you think about that an institution as large as the NFL and the medical community in general still uses these type of practices. I mean, I'm not one to sit here and talk about, race baiting and dividing between race, but these are the systematic issues that we need to put our attention on. Not all of these, critical race theories and all of these things that you're indoctrinating in our kids, but we need to get to the core systems like race norming that really need to be ended, because this nation is better than that.
You know what's interesting about it? It assumed that it worked under the race norming sort of, system, that black players start out with a lower cognitive functioning. Now, the way I heard it explained to me, the practice made it harder then for black players to show a deficit, qualify an award. So something that was racist in nature was actually doing, double damage to minority players who might be due, treatment, recognition for what they'd been through, but it was slopped over because they presumably started from a lower level, which itself is nonsensical.
It is. Neil, I had my master's degree before I went to the National Football League. I see myself as someone that's been blessed with the intelligent level of anyone, no matter what their skin color is. So I'm a part of this lawsuit. I had, very serious concussions and numerous injuries in my time in the National Football League. So to tell me that I'm going to start and my basis is lower than anyone else is absolutely ridiculous. And I really feel sorry for so many of the players now that are in need financially and are not at full capacity when it comes to their mental state. They're hurting. We have homeless NFL players. We have NFL players that have lost everything, who are living in constant pain, constant headaches, very sensitive to light. All of these issues happen to anyone that goes through traumatic head injuries. And so for them to use this basis, it's really criminal. And you're talking about over $1 billion in resources that are supposed to go to these players, and they've been using this system to basically keep the money in their coffers. The NFL is better than that. The owners, the 32 owners of the National Football League are better than that. They need to come out with a real hard apology. This is the same league that, will come and support Black Lives Matters and these type of organizations that are breaking down the traditional family, but they won't look within their own system and fix these racial injustices. I'm standing against that. I don't want a penny from the National Football League. I take every dime that I get from them and I give it right to the communities in which we need to serve. I don't want a dime for this. I just want to stand up for my brothers who have been done wrong. America is better than this.
I didn't even know this was going on, Jack, but I did read an AP story where they quoted the former Washington running back Ken Jenkins, who said, now, words are cheap. Let's see what they do, referring to the NFL. What do you think they should do, the NFL?
I think they should go back. I think first off, they should take the lead on this. In any other system that exists out there in America that uses a race norming as their typical protocol, I think the NFL should take a lead in getting rid of that. And I think they should go out and reevaluate how they disperse this $1 billion that they owe to players. I mean, these players have been injured and their lives have been changed. Some have even killed themselves and died. I mean, we've lost Junior Seau and so many others because of cognitive injuries. This is not a joke. This is affecting real families that don't deserve this. And so the NFL really needs to lead on this issue and show the world that they can change. I'm a man of God. I believe in repentance. So I don't want to sit here and say that the NFL can't right this wrong. We all can. But this is the time for them to do it. No more talk. Let's be about the action.
Jack, while I have you here, they apparently want to revive the United States Football League. When I first heard about this, I thought it was stupid until someone said, Neil, Fox Sports wants to revive the United States Football League. So now I find it to be a brilliant idea, but I just want to get your thoughts on that. They tried this before. Will it have any more success now? What do you think?
I think it could. Demographics have changed now because you can stream. I think with the way that people can take on content now, it gives you opportunities to be more profitable. I think from a business perspective, you can bring on more marketing dollars and make the game entertaining. Why not do it? Especially if Fox is behind it, Neil. I suggest that they look at you for a general manager position, and I'll come on and be the head coach of a team.
Yeah, I think you're the brains in that operation, my man. Jack Brewer, one of the greatest football players ever and also a decent human being. Think about what he saw and wanted to put his name behind ending something that was blatantly racist. Address it and help players out. That takes a lot of influence and a lot of cachet and